Welcome back to B&B for Phone, your number one source for the absolute juiciest Forrester and Logan drama. We need to talk about the absolute bombshell that is rocking the very foundation of Forrester creations. If you thought the tension between the Logans and the Forresters was already at a boiling point, you need to brace yourself. We are looking at a massive plot twist where Katie Logan Spencer has successfully lured Hope Logan away from Forrester Creations. Can you believe it? According to the latest whispers and the trajectory of our current storyline, Hope actually signs a contract with Katie's newly established Logan Fashion House. And the kicker? Hope hasn't even officially resigned from Forrester Creations yet. This is the kind of suspense we live for, but it also spells absolute disaster for everyone involved. Let's be honest. Donna Logan is currently trapped in the most agonizing position imaginable. We already know that Donna discovered Katie's initial intentions to poach Hope, and she explicitly warned her sister to back off before igniting a catastrophic family feud with Brooke. But here's the surprise. Finding out that Katie didn't just try, but actually succeeded in getting Hope's signature on a legal document? That is going to shatter Donna's entire world. Psychologically, Donna has always been the peacekeeper, the sweet middle sister who just wants everyone to get along. But she is also fiercely loyal to her honey bear, Eric Forrester. When Donna inevitably realizes that Hope has signed with the enemy, the guilt of keeping that massive secret will eat her alive. She will have no choice but to confess this ultimate betrayal to Eric. Just picture the scene when Donna finally breaks down and tells Eric the truth. The atmosphere in the Forrester mansion is going to be thick with absolute dread. I can already see Donna pacing the floor, her hands trembling, trying to find the gentlest way to drop a nuclear bomb on the patriarch of the Forrester family. Eric, there's something you need to know about Hope and Katie. That single sentence is going to trigger an avalanche of epic proportions. Eric has been through so much lately, and finding out that his beloved granddaughter-in-law figure, the core of hope for the future, has secretly defected to a rival company while still sitting at her desk at Forrester? That's crazy. To truly understand why Eric's reaction is going to be so explosive, we absolutely have to look back at the historical context and the monumental blunders that led us to this exact moment. We all know that Eric's absolute biggest mistake, and I mean a mistake of epic, legacy-destroying proportions, was agreeing to become the lead designer for Katie's new Logan brand in the first place. What on earth was he thinking? That decision sent massive shockwaves through the entire Forrester family. It was a staggering betrayal of his own legacy, a move that left his children, especially Ridge and Steffy, feeling completely abandoned and utterly confused. Eric essentially handed the keys to his creative genius over to a rival house, all because he was feeling a little underappreciated at the company he built from the ground up. But as the slow-paced plot finally started to resolve, Eric came to his senses. He managed to make peace with Ridge, healing that deep, painful rift between father and son. Eric proudly declared his intention to return home to Forrester Creations, where he truly belongs. You would think that would be the end of the drama, right? Wrong! Because Katie Logan is not one to just roll over and accept a bitter defeat. She is playing a ruthless game of corporate chess, and she absolutely refuses to let her new empire crumble just because Eric got a little homesick for his old office. And you won't believe what happens next. Katie's response to Eric's departure was nothing short of diabolical. Instead of starting fresh with a new creative direction, Katie boldly decided to continue using Eric's old, unreleased designs for the debut collection of the Logan brand. This is where my love-hate relationship with Katie really peaks. On one hand, I despise how she is deliberately tearing her family apart, but on the other hand, you have to respect the sheer audacity of this woman. She is completely stepping out of Brooke's shadow and declaring all-out war. By utilizing Eric's intellectual property, Katie has sparked a vicious, cutthroat legal battle and completely shattered whatever fragile trust remained between the Logan and Forrester camps. So how on earth does Hope fit into this incredibly messy equation? We have to dive deep into Hope's current psychological state to make sense of this madness. She is exhausted, she is frustrated, and she is sick and tired of constantly fighting for scraps of respect under Steffy's tyrannical rule at Forrester Creations. Liam has been relentlessly in her ear, psychologically pressuring her to jump ship and join Katie. While Hope initially resisted, clinging to the desperate idea that her mother Brooke could somehow usurp Steffy and become co-CEO, the reality of the situation is incredibly bleak. Hope's decision to secretly sign with Katie is a massive act of rebellion. It is her way of finally taking control of her own destiny, stepping out from the oppressive Forrester shadow and aligning herself with a brand that literally bears her family name. But the way she is going about it? Absolutely scandalous. Signing a binding contract with a direct competitor while you are still actively employed and running a major division at Forrester Creations is a massive conflict of interest. It is corporate espionage level of betrayal, plain and simple. When Eric finds out that Hope has been smiling in his face, attending Forrester executive meetings, and working on Hope for the future, all while her signature is drying on Katie's contract, he is going to absolutely lose his mind. The betrayal isn't just business, it is deeply, profoundly personal. Hope is supposed to be the moral compass, the good girl of the show, but this shocking move proves she has inherited a dangerous dose of that classic Logan opportunism. When the truth finally comes out, I predict we are going to see a side of Eric Forrester that we haven't seen in years. I am talking about pure, unadulterated Massimo Marone levels of rage. Eric is going to bung-nor explode with a fury that will shake the very walls of the CEO office. He will feel completely humiliated and utterly foolish. First, Katie steals his brilliant designs, and now she steals his top young talent? Eric will view this as a coordinated, malicious attack by the Logan sisters to dismantle Forrester Creations from the inside out. His anger won't just be directed at Katie, he is going to feel a profound, heartbreaking sense of disappointment in Hope. The million-dollar question we pose today is, will Eric try to keep Hope at Forrester? Absolutely. Eric is an incredibly prideful man, and he cannot stand the optics of losing one of his star successor characters to a startup, especially one run by the woman who is currently stealing his designs. I firmly believe Eric will immediately summon Hope to his office for a dramatic, tear-filled showdown. He will likely try to invalidate Katie's contract, bringing in the ruthless Forrester legal team to threaten Katie with even more devastating lawsuits. But beyond the legal threats, Eric will try to appeal to Hope's emotions. He will remind her of the massive legacy she has built with Hope for the future, the endless resources she has at Forrester, and the deep family ties that bind them together. And let's not forget the absolute chaos this brings to Brooke's current storyline. Brooke has been literally seducing Ridge, making incredibly bold offers he can't refuse, all to manipulate him into giving her Steffy's co-CEO position. Brooke is doing all of this under the strict assumption that it will protect Hope's place at the company. Imagine Brooke's utter shock and devastation when she learns that while she was busy playing corporate bedroom politics, her own daughter had already jumped ship to Katie's company. This is going to fracture the mother-daughter relationship in ways we have never seen before. Brooke will blame Katie entirely, accusing her of manipulating a vulnerable Hope. The hostility between Brooke and Katie is going to escalate from petty boardroom bickering to a full-blown, scorched-earth blood feud. You know who is going to be absolutely thrilled by this catastrophic mess? Steffy Forrester Finnegan? Oh, Steffi is going to gloat like never before. She has always maintained that the Logans are disloyal, self-serving, and completely untrustworthy. Hope secretly signing with Katie while still employed at Forrester will give Steffi all the ammunition she needs to completely purge the company of Logan influence once and for all. Steffi will likely demand that Hope be escorted out of the building by security, turning this massive betrayal into a highly public spectacle. The suspense of waiting for Steffi to find out is almost too much to handle. As we look at the current landscape of our favorite daytime drama, this storyline is a true masterclass in soap opera storytelling. It perfectly weaves together corporate espionage, deep-seated family resentments, and the reckless, emotionally driven decisions of our favorite characters. Eric's painful journey from making the catastrophic mistake of joining Katie's firm, to fighting tooth and nail for his stolen designs, to now desperately battling to save his company's top talent, is incredibly compelling to watch. Will Eric succeed in tearing up Hope's secret contract with Logan? Will Donna survive the emotional fallout of being the ultimate whistleblower? And can the Logan family ever truly recover from this ultimate betrayal? Keep your eyes glued to the screen, because the massive fallout from this secret contract is going to change the power dynamics of Los Angeles forever.
What do you guys think about today's drama? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for your daily dose of bold and beautiful news. See you in the next video.